This is the Soundcore Motion X600. It's the latest Bluetooth speaker that's creating quite a buzz in the sound world, and for really good reason. Now you might be saying to yourself, dude, Jason, it's a Bluetooth speaker. There's literally thousands to choose from. What on earth can make this one so special? And I wouldn't blame you for thinking this way. If you do a quick Amazon search for Bluetooth speaker, you'll legit get over 4,000 search results, so it's definitely hard to stand out in such a large crowd. But the good folks over at Soundcore reached out asking if they could sponsor a video reviewing their new Motion X600 Bluetooth speaker, mainly because they were ultra confident that despite the sea of competition out there, this one would leave my jaw on the floor. So I took them up on that challenge, and I've been using the Motion X600 for a little bit over a week now, and man, for the money, this is probably one of the best high-end Bluetooth speakers I've ever experienced. Having access to high-resolution audio combined with Soundcore's spatial sound technology, I realized there are levels to this game, and the Motion X600 is a considerable step up from what the company has put forth in the past. And before we even get to the sound quality, dude, we gotta talk about the Motion X600's design because, again, it is way ahead of the competition. The build quality here is absolutely fantastic. The entire front grille and the integrated handle are made from a brushed metal, which really makes this relatively compact speaker feel far more substantial in the hand. You feel the weight of this thing as soon as you take it out of the box. This gives the Motion X600 much more of a premium look and feel while still maintaining its primary feature of being portable, as it's not too big or hefty to where it's a pain to carry around. There's a lot of subtle detailing here as well, like the handle being machined with these slight ridges to give you a better grip. It has these soft rubber feet at the bottom to ensure that you don't get any rattling or vibrations when the speaker is in use or scratch up any surface that you put it on. And even this nicely cut out Soundcore logo that is also made out of metal. You get all the controls on the top of the speaker itself, and they're actually tactile buttons that light up, not touch capacitive ones, which is great. On the back, you have a USB-C port to charge the X600, which has a battery life that can support up to 12 hours of listening, as well as an auxiliary port for a direct audio feed, both covered by a weatherproof seal. Now that weather sealing is important because the Motion X600 is IPX7 water resistant, which is great. It makes it totally usable for the outdoors. You won't have to worry if it falls into the pool or if it suddenly starts to rain. And I think one of the things I appreciate the most about the design of this speaker is that it has a simplistic elegance to it. It has a really clean aesthetic that honestly looks great in any room in the house. It complements home decor so well. It's quite a difference from many of the other Bluetooth speakers out there that honestly kind of stick out like a sore thumb. And trust me, you're going to want to take the Motion X600 with you to every room that you can because it really does make for one of the best listening experiences that you can get from a Bluetooth speaker. First of all, connecting this is super easy. You should start by downloading the Soundcore app, where you'll see a button to add devices. All you have to do is power on the X600 and it'll populate on your device's Bluetooth settings to connect there, and you'll see it added to the Soundcore app. Now the app is great because it gives you access to the speaker settings, so you can update its software as new versions come out and access the X600's equalizer. You can choose from a list of presets or set your own custom one to really dial in the sound the way that you like. And the hardware on this guy is pretty comprehensive. You have a total of 5 drivers consisting of 2 tweeters and 2 woofers behind the main grille. And the 5th is a unique sky channel at the top here. Yes, this is a speaker. It's not just for decoration, and it plays a pivotal role in how the listening experience is with the X600. Now, all of these speakers can come together to get impressively loud, especially again given its relatively small size. With a total of 50 watts powering this thing, it can easily fill an entire room with audio loud enough to where you'll have difficulty hearing the person sitting next to you. And what's great is that even when I'm blasting this thing, there's virtually no distortion or crunchiness whatsoever. The audio is still crisp and crystal clear, and you could really wake the neighbors with this thing, which is quite impressive. Now, as far as the audio quality is concerned, Soundcore was really intentional about making the X600 a tool for premium audio. It's high-res audio certified, so it can handle high data rate audio files. It supports Sony's wireless LDAC codec for high-fidelity wireless audio, and the speaker offers an impressive maximum streaming bitrate of 900 kilobits per second to give you some of the highest quality Bluetooth audio you can get right now. Now, I know this isn't the best way to get a feel for this depending on how you're watching this video, but here are some sound samples from the Motion X600 to help you get a better understanding of how well it performs. And in my testing, I will say that I do definitely notice a quality difference between this and some of the other Bluetooth speakers I've tested in the past. Everything from music to listening to podcasts came off rich and engaging and much clearer than what I was used to. And yes, you do get some really solid bass on the X600 as well. The woofers fire out the rear of the speaker and you get some really clean and powerful low end here. It's pronounced just enough to where you definitely feel the richness of the audio, but it's also well balanced to where it's not overpowering the mids or highs. There's also a dedicated bass boost button here that I've never turned off since flipping it on. I do tend to listen to more bass-centric music, but I generally feel as though that the bass boost makes any audio coming out of the X600 noticeably more full and robust regardless of what you're listening to. It's so effective that trust me, you're not going to want to turn this off. And that sentiment is even more the case for what I feel is the best feature on the Motion X600, and that's its spatial audio capability. There's a button for it right here next to the bass boost, and again, you're never going to want to turn it off. In a nutshell, what the X600 could do is take the audio that you're listening to and use a self-developed algorithm Soundcore put together to then blast that audio around the room to give you a much more immersive listening experience. This is quite different from the unidirectional sound you'll get from something like your phone. Because the X600 has 5 speakers pointing in all directions, it can create a 360-degree like soundstage that completely amplifies the audio output. And you really notice this when you have it on. It's pretty crazy how this small speaker is able to fill a room full of audio in all directions. You get a much wider soundstage that again doesn't get distorted when you're using this feature, and overall it's really impressive. So at the end of the day, no doubt the Soundcore Motion X600 sounds fantastic and is definitely a high-end Bluetooth speaker through and through. But what I really feel makes this such an important player in the market right now is its price. Comparable speakers that support certified high-res audio files, LDAC, and spatial audio are significantly more expensive than the X600. So in a way, Soundcore is very much living up to its reputation of bringing some much-needed disruption to the big players. And in that regard, the Motion X600 is incredible value for all that it brings to the table, as it really delivers on these high-end features, all at a price that's honestly pretty reasonable. But hey, that's just me, and I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the Motion X600? Do you think Soundcore hit another home run? Or is it still too early to compare to what folks like Apple and Sonos are bringing to the table? Curious to get your thoughts, let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. And in case you're looking for the best phone to connect to the speaker, check out these videos here, they're gonna help you be as informed as possible.